Social media platforms are amazing for finding some of the most obscure footage out there, and also some of the scariest. In this video, we'll look at 25 clips that we found particularly disturbing and fascinating whilst browsing the internet. Some old forgotten ones, and some much more recent. All thought-provoking, however. As always with these bite-sized topics, if you want us to expand on any of them, then we'll be putting out a poll over on Patreon, where you can choose a topic from these 25 that will turn into an in-depth podcast. Now, if you're new here, then it's tradition to hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. Deadly eruption. Pyroclastic flows are the most deadly feature of volcanic eruptions. A mix of ash, lava plebs, and boiling gas can exceed temperatures of 1000 degrees Celsius, or 1832 degrees Fahrenheit, and travel at speeds of up to 700 kilometers per hour, or 450 miles per hour. As you might expect, a human cannot outrun something like that. Well, back in 1991, Japan's Mount Unzen unexpectedly erupted and took a gathered group of journalists and volcanologists by surprise. When they realized what was happening, they ran for their lives. Take a look. Sadly, their efforts were futile. 43 of them lost their lives, including famous volcanologists Katia and Maurice Kraft, and Harry Glicken. Whoever filmed this was very, very lucky, as the flow stopped just before reaching them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be watching this video. Python trap. This next video went viral in 2018, although it's believed to have been filmed years before that. It shows a live chicken being used to catch a huge python. The python slithers up to the chicken, and this is what happens. The location where this video was shot is unknown, but it's believed the snake was causing damage to local crops, and it was captured to be relocated to somewhere else. At least we hope that is what happened. Alarming cloud formation. In January 2023, a round orange-tinted object hovered over Bursa in Turkey. Many who witnessed it thought it was a flying saucer, and that they were about to be invaded by extraterrestrial beings. Take a look. The footage captivated people around the world. However, some question the validity of the image. We can tell you that it's 100% genuine, and is a lenticolor cloud, not uncommon in the vicinity of tall mountains, but still pretty creepy if you don't know what you're looking at. Piercing screams. Being a police officer is sometimes a scary job. They are sent out to investigate crimes, but have no idea what to expect until they arrive. In this video, one police officer gets the shock of his life whilst patrolling by torchlight. Take a look. That obviously freaked him out. However, there is a plausible explanation for the screams. It was actually a mountain lion. Not that that would have made him feel any safer. Aliens. Are these aliens, ghosts, or a hoax? Take a look. Well, they're actually none of those. These are creepy owls. The video that was released back in 2017 set the internet alight. It was filmed by construction workers at a site in India. The sinister looking creatures are real. They are baby barn owls thought to be about 3 weeks old, who start their life featherless and rather creepy looking. The chicks in the video were probably startled and stood with their wings by their side, which makes them look a bit like humanoids. Attacked by a fish. This is a terrifying moment a fisherman was attacked by a huge fish. The unnamed man was dangling his arm over a Florida jetty, holding some bait when this happened.
Oh my God! Someone, baby, get out, baby! No!
The video was taken by a bystander, and for a moment it looked like the man was going to be dragged into the water. The fish, thought to be a tarpon, is known to be aggressive when scared. Thankfully the man managed to walk away, bloody but seemingly pretty unharmed. Sandfall. We've all heard of waterfalls, but few are aware of sandfalls, as they are fairly rare and not often witnessed. However, if you get caught out by one, they look pretty terrifying. Take a look at this one in Saudi Arabia. An incredible sight, but deadly if anyone fell in. They're a type of landslide caused by heavy rain and are quite dramatic to watch and usually short-lived. When this video was released, some questioned if a sandfall was actually a thing, but we can confirm that it is. Bike crash. This horrifying crash happened on the Seletar Expressway in Singapore, when a motorcyclist and his pillion passenger smashed into the back of a broken down car. Now we must warn you, this footage is not for the faint-hearted. Miraculously, both the 24-year-old motorcyclist and the 21-year-old pillion rider survived the crash. Tornado. This tornado footage was captured by meteorologist and storm chaser Reed Timmer, just north of Ray, Colorado. Take a look. Just incredible, but certainly not something you'd want to get too close to. Waking up a volcano. This next video was an experiment carried out by researchers who wanted to see what would happen to a human if they fell into lava from a great height. The experiment was conducted at the Interne volcano in Ethiopia, a continuously active basalt shield volcano. This was the result. That certainly seemed to wake up the volcano, and it's pretty safe to say a human wouldn't stand a chance. It's worth noting that although that seemed the obvious conclusion, researchers wanted to know if a person would be heavy enough to punch a hole in the lava. So what they threw in was a box filled with organic waste weighing about 30 kilograms. Crazy Victoria Falls woman. Victoria Falls is a waterfall on the Zambezi River in southern Africa, and is one of Africa's most spectacular natural landmarks, with the world's largest sheet of falling water. It flows at up to 500,000 cubic meters, or 110 million gallons per minute. Devil's Pool is on the Zambian side of Victoria Falls, and is only accessible by guided boat. It is located midway between the mile-wide falls, close to Livingstone Island. When this next video was released showing a woman lying down inches away from a massive 380-foot drop at Devil's Pool, it went viral and has been viewed millions of times. Take a look. Although that looks incredibly dangerous, it seemed it is not so unusual. Visitors are actually encouraged to lay that close to the drop, however apparently only under strict guidance. Terrifying moment, a leopard attacks a van. In December 2022, at least 13 people were reportedly injured by a rogue leopard roaming Assam's Jorat district in India. The leopard in question was caught on camera jumping over a railing and attacking a van. Take a look. Not sure the people filming would be laughing if it was their vehicle the leopard jumped on. Got you. If you don't like spiders, it's probably best to skip this video. This incredible but creepy footage shows a spider using the element of surprise to catch its prey. Known as trapdoor spiders, these inch-long creatures use a special row of teeth, adapted for digging, to construct burrows in the ground. At the entrance they build a silken hinged door, then react quickly by opening the trapdoor and grabbing a passing insect. Gokteek Viaduct. The Gokteek Viaduct is a railway trestle in Myanmar, also known as Burma. It was constructed in 1899 and is the bridge between the towns Payan U Lin and Lashio. When it was built, it was the highest bridge in Burma and the largest railway trestle in the world. However, if you're scared of heights, travelling across it is the stuff of nightmares. Dodging a bullet train. When crossing railway tracks, it is always wise to be patient and vigilant. Sadly, this motorcyclist in Mumbai was neither. Take a look. That was an incredibly close call. The motorcyclist was obviously shaken, but apparently unhurt. How to survive a bear attack. Being approached by a black bear must be an unnerving experience for anyone. However, a woman hiking in Mexico seemed totally unfazed or unaware of the danger and calmly decided to take a selfie with the curious creature.
No se muevan.
This could have ended badly. Luckily for the tourists involved, they survived, and the video went viral, even though they did all the wrong things. Experts recommend that if a black bear approaches you, the best thing to do is to face it directly, making yourself as large as possible, and make lots of noise to scare it off. They certainly don't recommend standing still and taking a selfie. Too close. The Grand Canyon is one of the most visited national parks in the United States, and the views are stunning, but despite having plenty of guardrails, it can still be very dangerous if you get too close to the edge, especially if you've had too much to drink. This video shows an intoxicated barefooted man going past the guardrail to get a better view when this happens.
Oh no. Oh no.
No,
Don't look.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Thankfully, the man survived, but did suffer a brain injury. Operation Hardtack. Operation Hardtack 1 was a series of 35 nuclear tests conducted at the Pacific Proving Grounds by the United States between April 28th to August 18th, 1958. All 35 test names were taken from North American trees and shrubs. The test codenamed Wahoo was the first underwater test in the series, and its aim was to study the effects of an underwater nuclear blast on Navy systems. The nuclear device was positioned 500 feet below the surface in the Pacific Ocean, and on May 16, 1958, Wahoo was detonated. After just 7 seconds, the spray dome created by the blast reached a height of 840 feet. When the spray dome dissipated, a foam patch could be seen spreading from the surface that reached over 6,000 feet. The blast was calculated to be 9 kilotons of TNT, and all fallout stayed within the predicted fallout area. What is scary is this bomb was tiny compared to modern capabilities and was superseded by bombs hundreds of times more powerful. Bee colony. In 2021, this next video went viral. It shows a beekeeper transporting his bee colony in an extraordinary way. The reason the bees crowded on the man's arm was because he was carrying the queen in his fist, and the worker bees flocked to protect her. The man appeared completely unfazed, as if it's something he does regularly. The 109-year-old Buddhist monk. This video is pretty disturbing. It shows Luang Po Ya, a 109-year-old Buddhist monk from Thailand, with his granddaughter and great-granddaughter. He gained worldwide recognition after his family posted videos of him on TikTok. The monk is clearly frail and unwell, but willingly participated in the videos, and they received millions of views and comments, not all of them kind. Sadly, he died on the 22nd of March 2022 at the age of 109, but his videos can still be viewed on TikTok. Alligator attack. A child's birthday party went badly wrong when their trip to Scales and Tails petting zoo in Salt Lake City nearly ended in tragedy. As the children watched an educational presentation on Darth Gator, the resident alligator, the beast suddenly attacked his handler.
Hey, we got trouble in here! Hey, we got trouble!
The handler, Lindsay Bull, received nasty bite wounds to her arm, but was saved from further damage by one of the visitors, Donnie Wiseman, who jumped on the creature's back and wrestled it off her. A very scary incident for all involved. Piranha fishing. Piranha fish have one of the strongest bites found in bony fishes, and their strong jaws and finely serrated teeth make them adept at tearing flesh. Media representation of piranhas makes many believe they are extremely dangerous and a serious risk to humans. Although in truth, fatal attacks on humans are rare. However, they will readily feed on bodies of people who have drowned. Surprisingly, piranhas are edible and are commonly eaten in some countries, where they have a novel yet terrifying way of catching them. Erin Lagworthy. In 2012, Erin Lagworthy was travelling in Zambia when she decided to do a bungee jump from a bridge 360 feet above the Zambezi River at Victoria Falls. Erin was the 105th person to jump that day. She felt nervous but confident, nothing could go wrong. When it was her turn, she spread her arms as instructed and fell forward. After a few seconds she felt a jolt as the bungee cord broke her fall. But within a second she sped up again and crashed into the water below. Erin survived the fall, but was pulled downstream in the crocodile-infested water. Eventually she was rescued, but was coughing up blood. She was rushed to hospital and put on a ventilator. Luckily, she made a full recovery. Losing a wheel. Many people are a little apprehensive as they board a flight, but soon relax into their seats and buckle up to enjoy the ride. It's pretty common for people to record the takeoff. This is exactly what a passenger did on an Air Canada Express flight from Montreal to Bagotville on January 3rd, 2020. However, he got the shock of his life. The aircraft was forced to circle repeatedly for 2 hours after the incident in an attempt to burn fuel before it could return to its origin airport in Montreal and land safely with no injuries. great white near miss. In 2017, a salvage diver in South Africa came extremely close to having his head bitten off by a massive great white shark. The shark comes out of nowhere and shocks the diver by knocking him before swimming off. Take a look. If it had wanted to, the shark would have attacked the diver, but luckily on this occasion, it appeared to have just been curious. Surfing nightmare. For experienced big wave surfers, the bigger the waves the better. However, sometimes things go wrong. On the 8th of November 2017, British surfer Andrew Cotton was surfing at Nazaré, Portugal, when he took on a 60-foot wave that completely engulfed him. Andrew took the decision to jump off his board to save his legs from getting crushed. However, he landed on his bottom, just as the lip of the wave hit the water on top of him. This had the unusual effect of bouncing him 40 feet through the air, landing him on his back. Andrew was rescued by a fellow surfer and rushed to hospital, where it was found that he had broken his back. A reminder of just how powerful the sea can be. So that's 25 disturbing and fascinating videos that we found on the internet. We hope you enjoyed, and if you'd like us to do an in-depth podcast episode on any of these 25 topics, then head on over to Patreon to not only get exclusive access to all of our documentaries not uploaded to YouTube, but also to take part in the vote for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.